Hello and welcome to Daily Update video number 113. Actually, give me a second. It is very cold down here. The weather's been so bipolar. It's been like, so I'm gonna wear this. It's like my feet are especially cold. So I'm gonna do this because like I'm pretty cold. I know so it was stupid, but like whatever. The weather's been really weird. I mean, it was really hot today. And then now at night, obviously, it should get a little colder, but it's freezing, and I don't understand at all. I do understand global warming, but whatever. Yeah. So today, I'll go through my day. I woke up today, pretty early, but then I went to the bus. I got to the bus right like at 7:40. Like I got there at 7:41. I walked there. Everything was fine. On the bus ride, Andrew watched Breaking Bad. I forgot what I did. I think I was just chilling. I don't think I slept really. I honestly don't remember what I did, but I was just chilling there. Vedant missed the bus because he missed the bus. And by the time he asked me like, "Hey, where are you guys? Like, where's the bus?" We were already at the way to the last stop, so there's no way he made it. So it is what it is. But today, is chill. I had history. I had history, physics, then chemistry. And history, we just watched the documentary. Documentary was super interesting. I learned a lot. Then we had physics. We learned about like Ohm's law and different stuff. And it was pretty cool, the demonstration. I'm just not locked in right now. I'm sorry. Like for me, physics right now, fade, okay? I'm absolutely fading physics right now. Like APs are next week. APs are next week. I have a math test this week, probably. Everyone's asking him to push it back, but we have a math test this week. If it's next week, I honestly don't know if that's better or not. Because if I have the math, here's the thing. Right now, I'm not that confident in my abilities to do the rational functions thing. So the only thing for me that is a little bit like is if the test is this week, I don't know if I'm going to be max capabilities. But if the test is next week, let's be real, it's probably going to be like Monday. I'm not here Monday. Tuesday. I have an AP test Tuesday. Wednesday. I have an AP test Wednesday. If it's Thursday, I get one day to study. So I really don't know what the best course of action here is. If I had to guess, obviously, probably this week, right? But I don't know. Oh, yeah. So, So today, physics was fine. Then we had chemistry. I was gonna ask if I could finish my FRQs during lunch and not during class. And I actually didn't even know what we were gonna do in class. Turns out we had another mock. Yeah, okay, bro. We had more FRQs because we did MCQs and I think 2 FRQs last time on Friday. This time we just had FRQs. I genuinely got, I think, a really high grade on everything. Some of my explanations regarding KB was not the best. I was struggling. I knew why it didn't change, but I didn't believe it. Okay, if you dilute a solution, that means that, and the pH decreases, meaning the pH decreases. That means the number of OH minus ions are decreasing as well. But I didn't know how to explain it. It was just really weird, honestly. I didn't know how to explain it, but I'm going to look that up actually after this. Because I don't know how to explain it, but whatever. All the math, all the other explanation questions, really good. I was able to justify answers. I think it was really nice. Sometimes I get into that spiral where I realize that I could have made the answer so much better, but I just don't have the time to erase everything and start from like the beginning. Like I didn't have time to do that. So at some point you're just like, okay, I just have to add on to this really long answer the part that actually matters, and it's just yap at that point. So while I think I did answer the questions correctly per se, I don't know if I answered them the best way, but I think it's pretty good. There was an FRQ on electrochemistry. It was a short FRQ, but still. I did go into lunch for this one because mainly because of the short FRQ. I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way. But luckily, it was all like really basic knowledge. So it did take a while since obviously I'm not good with electrochem. I decided I'm just gonna learn electrochemistry, um, over like 2 days next week, 4 day weekend. 2 days of it will be that. So I'm just gonna do that because I need to. I need to learn that, and maybe during UDH I'll do that too. But yeah, I'm just saying like electrochemistry. The questions were easy. I knew how to explain them. I got the explanations correct, but again, not really good with it. Like on the FRQs for electrochem, struggled, but it's fine. Did I say FRQ? I meant MCQs for electrochem. I struggled on. Then after that, I turned it in. I wanted to turn it in really soon because I wanted to finish the other FRQ. The other FRQ, I realized I overthought it. Like the minute I saw, I didn't even look up how to do it because I was like, I'm just gonna wing it, like F it, we ball. Like I'm not look up how to do it, but like look up if I was doing it right. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm just gonna go on. I go in, I do it, and like I'm just like, oh my god, I'm stupid. Like all I gotta do is say that the percentages don't match and that it's because of like the obscurities. Like I was just like, oh, I'm stupid. Like I was easy explanation, turned it in, it was fine. For one of them, it's funny. I learned from previous times to trust my gut reaction. Okay, at first, like when I saw the XeF4, I was like, okay, there are 4 bonds. Oh wait, there are 2 electrons because I remember not even logic based. I remember seeing this molecule before, and it had 2 lone pairs of electrons. But then I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. How can you have something like how's it expanded octet? Like how does this work? And I was about to draw it with 4 bonds, and I'm like, you know what? I remember seeing this molecule like this. I remember seeing something like it. I should trust myself. And then afterwards, I look it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got it right. Nice. And then I realize why. Oh, it has 8 pairs. If it's bonding, that means it's gonna have 2 lone pairs because it shares out 4. And I'm like, oh, that's so dumb. Of course, but I did get it right. But I'm still like, bro. So I was kind of like, oh my gosh. Like I was thinking about valence electrons, but I forgot that it's not sharing 2 each. It's sharing 1 each. So that makes sense. That did go into lunch. When it ended, I had like 7 minutes left of like lunch. So I just loitered in the hallway. I just ate lunch and stuff. It was chill. Yeah. Then I saw Mr. McCann. I thought he was going to class. I thought I had CS first block after lunch. Apparently I didn't. And Mr. McCann's like, we don't even have class right now. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, we do. And I'm like, where am I supposed to be? He's like, I don't know, but yeah, then I found my class and I'm good. I went to LA. LA was very chill. Anushka was not there, so I couldn't get Fahrenheit 451 thing. I don't know what she's doing. I know she's studying for math right now, like or something. Like I don't even know, but it's something. Yeah. So after LA, I did eat in LA. It was very chill. I don't know why the donuts don't speak to me anymore. I really like the donuts, but now that I think I've eaten a lot of them, their specialness have wore off. So I'm gonna stop getting them, like the big unhealthy chocolate donuts. Yeah. Then I had CS. CS apparently we were going to code it in class too. So I decided to get rid of like the is complete tree and VWidth methods, and I decided to recode them myself. Turns out that um like for the VWidth, he just said that it's fine if we assume it goes through the root, and that makes it so much easier. Before I was like, you know what, I really don't know, and I'm just gonna fade. But yeah, yeah. But then it's funny for my thing, my initial approach for the get max width was to get the leaves, then remove a level, get the leaves, then remove the level. But that was assuming that it was that leaves are only at the bottom, which kind of defeats the whole entire point, right? That defeats the entire point. So what I ended up doing is like, because Anj pointed out, I'm like, oh crap, you're right. So I decided to, instead of doing that, I think it was like something where for every time every time you set, like, let's say, oh, the next level is the okay, it's like this. The next, Oh, did I do that correctly? Oh yeah, I said that the if number like if next level is equal to last level, and I yeah if next level is equal to last level, and it has a right child dot has right, set the right equal to null and num plus plus. If this one has a left, then num plus plus, and then I return that. So I'm kind of like saying there were two. I'm basically returning the amount of nodes or leaves that I removed, which works, so it's fine. I'm pretty sure. I should probably double check it real quick. And it's funny during I was telling Yogi how like the music video for Mr. McCann's gonna be so good, and then Anj was asking what, and I told him what we're gonna be, because I wanted to ask Anj later, because I wanted to have something ready before I ask him. Because here's the thing, Prem and Andrew, no, just Prem and Andrew have been in my videos before. They know how it goes. They know I am the director, and they know like, and I have creative control. Like I'll tell them, yo, I need you to do this. I need you to do this, and they know it's gonna turn out good because they've been in my videos before, and they know that even if it's goofy, it's going to work. Like it's going to be good. For Yogi and Shravan, for Yogi and Shravan, Shravan's gonna be the cameraman, so he doesn't actually have to deal with that. But Yogi, like he's one of my best friends, so he knows that like it's going to be good. He's seen my videos, he knows that it's gonna be good, and since we're all friends, he's gonna be like fine. Anj, I don't know. I know his personality, and I don't know if he's gonna be open to being goofy. Because remember, the first scene of the thing is the most goofy. I think the first thing of the video is so goofy. I'm like, Mr. McCann, it's the time of the year where we're gonna celebrate you with the cheer, and they just like pop out of nowhere, happy birthday, like looking straight dead on, happy birthday, and they keep walking, and then at the end they're just gonna go like put this in their mouth like with like the little like like I don't know what those are called, like blow candle things. I don't know, but yeah, they're gonna have one of those, and like I need to know that he is on board, because if it's a recording day and he's like, I don't want to do this, like I'm gonna be like, bruh, you commit, like I can't, like who else am I gonna get on like 1 minute like 0 minute notice? So I just hope that he is able to accept the goofiness, because it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. Like I've been envisioning it, and the vision is good when you keep having the same vision. Like how it's gonna go. I know how it's gonna go. I know it's gonna go. I know how all the scenes are gonna be. I know where we're gonna record it. I know how long it's gonna take. Well, not really, but I know an estimate of how long it's gonna take. And honestly, the hardest part about this is just me getting the mouthing words right. Like I have to memorize it, and I don't memorize one of them. I didn't memorize one part, so it's fine. But yeah, it's like, Mr. McCann, it's the time of the year. And I gotta also, before recording, I'm gonna meet up with Andrew, and I'm gonna be like, okay, I need to practice the body movements, because I need to have it set. I'm like, Mr. McCann, that's the time of the year where we gotta celebrate you with the cheer. Birthday, come on, happy birthday, come on, y'all, let's get down. Let's throw a big party in the middle of town. Happy birthday. Like, I gotta get the body movements right, because I don't want to be like that. That's just dumb. I need to get like good moves. So I gotta practice that ahead of time. But that's obviously last. So I told him that. He said yes. I don't know if he's like 100% like, yeah. It wasn't like, yeah. It was like, well, like, yes. Yeah, I'll sure. But so I don't know yet. But then I had gym, we jogged. I was very unmotivated to jog today. So I just jogged with Ryan, very chill pace. It was very fun. It was fun. But then we played volleyball, and we did so well in volleyball. We beat Adarsh, or whatever his name is. He served like all the time. Honestly, I think I was taking it a little too seriously. It's gym volleyball, but I'm a competitive person, so like even though it's not that deep, it is that deep. Okay, I was like, this guy is the same guy was surfing the entire time, and he has like a really mean, like overhead like serve, and it hurts. Like it's good. He's good, but I'm just saying. So, we were kind of upset that he was serving the same person. Him was serving the entire time because he's the best server while we were rotating. But it is what it is. I mean, again, it was that deep. So like, yeah. Yeah. I'm Pranav, Ryan, this black girl, and a couple others were on our team. And I emphasis black, not emphasis black girl, but I call her that because okay, I'm like overthinking this. But she was really good. I could tell she's played volleyball before or something like because she's actually like pretty good at volleyball. So and when the ball came to her, she's actually good. So like yeah. Yeah, I came home. I was really tired. I actually took a nap until 6. When I woke up, I immediately started doing physics work and I printed out my math worksheets. I did the math homework. I understand it. Okay, now I feel like I understand it. I feel like I'm in a better position. I don't know if I want to take it still Thursday because I know there was like a shortcut and I know we're learning something tomorrow. So I just want to make sure I'm good, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I did the physics mini quiz. I remembered a lot of stuff about centripetal force and all that, and gravitation, and I was able to get one of the like real thinker problems. Um, I remembered that right. Normal force, depending on where you are, is either in the direction or it's either working again. It's either centripetal or it's centrifugal or something like that. So I remember, and then I figured out how to do it. And like centripetal force is the sum of all forces acting toward or outside of the center. So it was very. All what I'm trying to say is I relearned a lot of stuff, and that's why these quizzes are so good. Are they 100% the best, and are all the questions like 100% the best? No, I mean, but are they good? Yeah, because even if you get the question wrong per se, or let's say the AI didn't do it 100%, maybe it was like 95%, because sometimes AI Gemini messes up the question numbering. It's still good because it still makes you think. Oh yeah, this is how you approach the problem, and it's really good. But yeah, then while I was doing that, kind of took the entire day doing math homework and doing the physics because physics obviously takes long. During study all tomorrow, I got to do my history homework and I'm going to study math. So yeah. Um, yeah. Today, Mr. Jamal was not here. Uh, and yeah, we watched them all. Maul Shadow Lord. We watched one of the episodes that dropped today. It was peak. Okay, I won't lie. Was it the best episode? Maybe. Okay, like it's either episode 6 or this one. Or not episode 6. The episode before that. The one where right before the Empire arrived. Cuz you got to understand. Like what just happened? Like a bunch of stormtroopers were fighting the mercenaries and stuff, and we actually got like a little bit more of a look into the past. Like her Maul's lead commander was a Mandalorian who has loyalty to Maul because she's loyal not really to Maul but to the throne of Mandalore. Now here's the thing, you can tell that she's kind of not upset, but she's kind of like Maul. Like Maul is like is letting his drive for power or drive for vengeance. He's letting that put the Mandalorian throne at risk, right? So she you can tell she's kind of like pissed at Maul almost and really doesn't want to serve him, but is serving him out of loyalty to the Mandalorian throne, which is really interesting. One of the Knight brothers, I forget like they're Dathomirian, but like they're brothers of Dathomir or whatever they're called. I don't know their exact species name, but I'm pretty sure Dathomirians. But one of the guys died, and it's actually funny. Maul would have died unless that guy went and attacked the Inquisitors. And now, did he do any damage to the Inquisitors? No. It would have been cool if he had the gun. It was like, but like and started spraying the Inquisitors. But I think he was killed that easy to show. Like, no one outside of a Force user is a match for the Inquisitors. No. So he kind of just like charged in there, saved Maul, and instantly died. And it's kind of cool because you see it. The only people who have loyalty to Maul are those two Dathomirian guys and the woman Mandalorian. I forgot the name. So it's interesting and it's really interesting and I like it a lot. So yeah, and we saw like the Empire, attacking and stuff. I gotta say, it's kind of interesting to see. It's funny. One of the guys, when one of the guys, the guy before he died, was like shooting his minigun, essentially the Z6 rotating cannon. He was shooting that at the gunship, and the gunship, and he hit one of the guys, and you see the stormtrooper falling off, and you see one of the stormtroopers trying to grab the guy's hand, and you see that, and you're like, these are real people. Like, these stormtroopers are real people. It's not actually, sorry, they're TK troopers. Yeah, they're TK troopers, and you see this, and I gotta say, this show, I don't know if it really puts into perspective that well, because we haven't seen this quite the same with Rebels, and I think this has to do a lot more with the budget, right, for the animation. But in this show, you see one star destroyer orbiting a planet, and this star destroyer is able to essentially blockade an entire planet, taking it over. Now, I am not in depth with my knowledge of the star destroyer interior, but after watching the guy who made it a 1-to-1 scale in Minecraft, and you might be like, bro, that's your comparison. It actually had a 1-to-1 scale, and it had, I think, multi-story like buildings inside for like where they house the stormtroopers, TK troopers. So now that I'm looking back on that, I'm like, huh, this might actually be like a really like plausible idea that one star destroyer is able to barricade an entire planet. Because remember, when we see a star destroyer, we usually only see the entrance, we see the bridge, and we see the hallways. That's it. In reality, it's a lot bigger, and I've never really thought about that before. I think it really has to do with like the ghost, right? The ghost, I think I used it for comparison. The ghost is essentially able to fly past the star destroyer in like 5 seconds, and you don't think it's that big because the ghost isn't that big, and it looks like about like the width or the length of the star destroyer, like how tall like that portion is. Again, I think I'm actually, right after this, I'm gonna look up a picture of it scaling, but that actually makes complete sense now that I think about it. It makes complete sense that it's able to house that many stormtroopers. And again, the amount of gunships, like I guess I'm struggling to fathom it, because the amount of gunships, the amount of personnel that come out of that one star destroyer is more than we've ever seen in these shows. And I think, again, that has to do with animation costs, but it's surreal going from like maybe 10, 15 stormtroopers from Rebels, that there were two star destroyers orbiting the planet, to having one gunship filled with that, and like constantly they're being killed, and you don't see, and I don't think we've gotten a resupply of stormtroopers. So the amount of people who die, that's like they're dead. And I think one of the more interesting things is like, it's funny, the gunship was deploying the troops, and they deployed the troops, right, the first wave before the reinforcements arrived. The gunship tried to leave and essentially just left them to die. And I think, again, kind of interesting, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, the Empire, I think, is so interesting, especially in the beginning, because obviously we know it's horrible, the Empire, but like, you got to understand, it's like going from it's like going Soviet Union to Russia is not really a good comparison, because they're both bad. But I don't know. I mean, like, imagine, okay, imagine. There's really no good comparison, if I'm being honest, that I can think of. Because just put it this way: only a few people have ever seen a Jedi. Okay, like, Jedi is, even though there were like thousands of Jedi's, or like tens of thousands, maybe even 100,000 Jedi, there were millions of star systems, most of which have never seen a Jedi, and most of which who weren't under the thumb of the Republic. So it's not like you were seeing clone troopers all that often. You just knew that there was a chancellor, your system was a part of it, and Jedi were the peacekeepers. So when you hear on the news, oh my God, the Jedi tried to kill the chancellor, overthrow the Republic, at first you're kind of like, oh, okay, so there was a coup, it was put down, and these force wielding maniacs, right? and now we're an empire. Okay, I guess that makes sense, right? Like, I guess that makes sense. I mean, I'm still living at home, like nothing's changed for me, and all that. And so you still see it as the Republic. You still see it as this, like, legally governing body that has your best interests at heart. And remember, they just defeated the Confederacy. The Confederacy was terrorizing thousands of systems, maybe even all the systems, like a lot of systems, right? They were terrorizing them. So to see us go from that to the Empire, who has now defeated the CIS, you're like, oh, I want to join the Empire. I want to keep peace in the galaxy. So I'm going on a tangent, but I'm just saying, awesome show, awesome show. Yeah, I want to get my dad into Bad Batch. I could tell he was kind of like, he was really tired today. So when we watched it like pretty late, we watched it like 10:20, right? So that's late for him. So he wasn't like fully into it, but when the fight scenes came on, like with the Inquisitors, he was like, wow, he kind of sat up a little. So I could tell. I really want to get him into Bad Batch though. Because I want to rewatch it, and I think he would love it. It's so good, man. Star Wars universe is peak. Everything before, honestly, everything before episode 7 is peak. No, everything before episode 8 is peak. After that, episode 8, no. Okay, I believe, honestly, and I know people disagree, they're haters, but episode 8 was so good, okay? For a new sequel, for a new trilogy, episode 8 was like the perfect starting position. You had Emperor Snoke, okay? You had Starkiller Base. I forget if Starkiller Base was destroyed in the first one. I'm pretty sure Starkiller Base was destroyed in the first, like, episode 7, right? I'm pretty sure. No, yeah, it was. So, yeah, you had Starkiller Base, obviously. Okay, Death Star. Okay, Disney, we get it. But, had a really good setup. Finn was going to be the Jedi. I mean, we were all, like, gunning. We were like, yes. I think Rey being Jedi was kind of like, because, you know why? Like, we're building up this character, Finn. He's a stormtrooper. He's a stormtrooper. He's lived an entire life in that system. And the idea that he was going to become this Jedi Knight was awesome. And we were also building him up, I think, a little bit more than Rey, because initially Rey and Finn were ragtagging along, and you could have had Rey as this like scavenger who was really good at the bow, and we just decide to make her a Jedi, right? Like, it feels like all the stuff leading up to Finn being this cool like Jedi that would save the Republic or save the galaxy turns into, okay, now we're just going to give it to Rey because, oh my gosh, no one expected that. I mean, I guess, right? Like, shock value. I don't know. Episode 7, I think, was very good. It leading up. It had the plot. It had everything. It could have been so good. And then they just decided to be like, you know what? Screw Star Wars. Let's, like, do cheap shock value and not have a plan. So, yeah. Honestly, that was my daily update, right? I run on a tangent. I'm sorry. But I'm sorry. I get caught up in Star Wars. I love Star Wars. It's my favorite. So, this was daily update video number 113. Did I say 113 before? I'm pretty sure I did. Have a nice day, guys. Stay safe out there.